Hi, I'm Belinda Luscombe. I'm an editor-at-large at Time magazine. Today we are interviewing a 60-ish white male, father of 6, has written a few songs, plays a little guitar, arguably saved a couple of acres of rainforest, goes by the name of Sting. Mr. Sting, hello.
Good day.
Now, we are here to actually celebrate your 25 years and just as a solo career. That doesn't even count the stuff with Police.
Yeah.
And you have this book. You say in the book that when asked your religion, you write devout musician, which is kind of interesting. Does that mean you pray to Angus Young every day, or how does that work out?
It's not a frivolous answer. You know, my spiritual path involves music. I'm essentially agnostic, which I think means I don't know. And I've chosen to live my life without the so-called certainties of religious faith. I think they're dangerous, actually. And I don't have a problem with God, I have a problem with religion. And so I think being a devout musician is a serious answer. I think it's something that gives my life value, and it does give me spiritual solace.
You write in the book of something that your father said to you on his deathbed that you said was devastating.
Well, my dad and I had the same hands. We had exactly the same hands. And I hadn't really noticed that before until he was on his deathbed, and I mentioned this to him. And then he said to me, well, you used your hands better than I did. My dad was a milkman. And I realized that that was probably the first compliment he'd ever paid me. And that was kind of devastating to me. Timing was amazing. And I suppose I included it in this book because I wanted to assess whether, in the 25 years since my father died, whether I'd actually used my hands well, you know. So I was forced to have a retrospective of my own work, and was pleasantly surprised by what I heard. Some of the musical decisions I made as a younger man impressed me. I didn't think I was that smart. I think maybe I was smarter then, I don't know.
Another thing you say in the book, and this is, you know, as a woman, this is obviously something that spoke to me, it's that commitment is not human nature. It's not our nature to be committed. But you say, but it's better than human nature. It's learned in the same way that I guess we learn other things.
Did I say that? That sounds,
you do.
That sounds...
I mean, I was shocked too, because it seems kind of atypical thing for a rock star to say, and I was like, wait, have we all missed the point of being a rock star here?
You know, I think commitment to one person is not easy from either side of the relationship. And yet the effort to do that is important. It's an important one to make. And I think it's a daily meditation. You know, I've been married to Judy for 30 years.
Which in rockstar years is like 1,000.
In rockstar years it's impossible. But I'm glad that, you know, we're married and we have a good relationship. And, you know, she's my best friend. And I like her. You know, I can say I love her, of course, that's a given, but I actually like her. I enjoy her company. So I want to maintain that. I want to sustain it for as long as possible. But I don't take it for granted. I think that's a mistake.
One thing that really seems to upset people the most about you and Trudy is that you talk about your sex life. Now, is that a policy that you do that? Or is it unusual, or is it just us journalists talk about it all
We
the time?
have fun. We have fun. And I think journalists people are obsessed by sex. Everyone's obsessed by sex. I think it's the strongest impulse in human nature. And we just have fun with it. You know, I mean, it's silly.
There's a lot of people who would love to hear you release another rock record. Is that something you consider?
It's a kind of nostalgia that you're talking about, which I don't really want to pander to. I'll do what I choose to do, what interests me, what intrigues me. It may well be rock and roll, but I don't believe that there's a massive amount of people going, I wish Sting would do a rock and roll record. They don't exist.
2 of your kids so far have gone into professional music careers.
Not because I encourage them at all. No.
It's a very different world out there now from when you started. Some Police, you know, galvanized so many people, drew so many, it was able to become this mass enjoyment phenomenon. Those kind of bands are rarer now. It's hard to do that with the sort of many different, the way the music industry has fragmented. Does that concern you that they've gone into the music industry at all?
You don't play music to become rich and famous. You play music because it feeds your soul. Whether or not you become famous or you sell lots of albums or you sell lots of concert seats is completely beside the point. And my kids will say, well, that's easy for you to say, Dad, because you are rich and famous and you do sell records. I say, that's true, but I'm still telling you the truth.
Do you think you've got another 25 years of music left in you?
I've got 25 years of learning in me, definitely.
Great. Thank you very much.